Good morning, guys. Mr. Williams here, and today I'm going to review one of my favorite multiplication strategies of all time, the breaking the numbers apart strategy, and then I'm going to show you two ways to do the multiplication algorithm with a two-digit by a two-digit number. But first, let's review the breaking the numbers apart strategy. Let's look at our equation, 27 times 38. How can I break apart the number 27? Perfect, 20 and 7. Next, let's look at our second number, 38. It's the biggest number, or the bigger number, so I put it on top. How can we break apart 38? Perfect, 30 and 8. So now I've put the numbers outside of my array. Who can tell me what equation will go inside this box? Remember, when you're using the breaking the numbers apart strategy, think about it like a multiplication table. The numbers that you see outside the box, when those numbers meet in a certain quadrant, you put both of those numbers in that box. So what equation goes in this box? If you said 20 times 30, you are 100% correct. What does that equal? Good. Who can tell me what equation goes inside this box? My second box. If you said 20 times 8, you are 100% correct. What about my third quadrant? Who can tell me what equation will go inside there? Perfect. 30 times 7 equals 210. And lastly, what equation will go inside my fourth and smallest quadrant? Hint, it's the smallest for a reason. Very good. It will have my smallest equation, 8 times 7, which equals 56. Now, in order to get the answer to 27 times 38, all you would have to do is add up all four of your products, and voila, that is the breaking the numbers apart strategy. Now, I'm going to show you two ways to do the multiplication algorithm. The first way might be my favorite, maybe my second favorite after the breaking the numbers apart strategy. So, what place value is this 8 in, and what place value is this 7 in? Ones place. Very good. So what's 8 times 7? 56. Perfect. Now, what place value is that 2 in? If you answer tens place, you are correct. So what's 8 times 20? Because since that 2 is in the tens place, it has a value of 20. 8 times 20 is 160. Perfect. What about this 3? That 3 is also in the tens place. So what's 30 times 7? 210. And lastly, what's 20 times 30? 600. Very good. If you add up all four of these, just like in our breaking the numbers apart strategy, you will get the answer to 27 times 38. And lastly, the most standard, the most commonly used multiplication algorithm or multiplication strategy, the standard algorithm. Just like with the four-digit number by a one-digit number, this is still our starting point. So what's 8 times 7? Very good. 56. Don't forget to regroup your 5 over here. What's 8 times 2? Excellent. 16 plus 5, that's 21. You write the whole 21 right here because there's no more place values, there's no more numbers to multiply this 8 by. So now we're done with this 8. But we're not done with the problem yet. Now, since we're done with that 8, we have a new pivot or a new starting point or a new point of reference. There's 3, and then you just repeat the same steps. So now, what's 3 times 7? Very good, 21. You put your 1 right here, and you regroup your 2. Go ahead and cross out that 5. We're done with it. You regroup your 2. Now, what's 3 times 2? 6 plus 2 is 8, so you put your 8 right here. Now, some of you have noticed that this looks a little unbalanced. Well, when you're doing the multiplication algorithm, every single time, I repeat, every single time you come to this next line, you always want to put a 0 right there. That 0 is to make sure that your place values are correct. Because when we came to the second line, we were now multiplying 30 by 7. We were now multiplying a number from our tens place. So that's why when you come to that second line, you want to put that 0 to represent that you moved on to the next place value. Up here, we didn't have to put a 0 because this was a ones place by a ones place. But as soon as we went to this next number, that was in our tens place. So remember, whenever you come to that second line, put a 0. But now you add up your two numbers. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. So the answer to the equation was 1026. Let's see what you can do on Seesaw or Google Classroom.